Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier. Friday we had Star Citizen live on Planetary Art with Michael Cooper and Sebastian Schroeder. Here's what you need to know in 2 minutes and 53 seconds. V4 tech greatly reduces the development time. V4 flattens out the file structure, freeing up more time to work on the assets, a change from weeks to days. This type of tool is not limited only to V4 Planet, but all systems and pipelines are becoming more optimized as the developers and artists become more familiar. We now have better grading between areas and biomes, which will reduce the repetition and make the assets seem even more natural. Caves were actually brought up as something that would normally be placed by hand. Water bodies, waterfalls, rivers, these are all still very difficult. Placing graphic water in a video game is normally not difficult. However, in Star Citizen, interacting with water in the form of swimming doesn't yet have the back-end tech. They specifically mentioned that where water interacts with the shoreline is also a large hurdle. Textures are still not considered as automated as they would like, but they did say, like everything else in Star Citizen, nothing is ever really considered done. On that point, they never ruled out a version 5, but they did say that it was very unlikely to be needed. Despite that CitizenCon was only a couple weeks ago, the Planet Art team have actually made more progress and pushed quality even higher. They demonstrated the dark Arctic sections of Microtech, and it was even more impressive in the editor because I believe the speed and rate of pop-ins were quicker. The demo went seamless all the way from ground level intimate all the way to 30,000 meters and then back down to ground level. Oceans and rivers will not modify the topology like in real life because it's not a feature that we actually need. Lava not now, but yes eventually. Volcanoes, not now, but yes, eventually. If they add volcanoes and lava, they want it to be properly done and put it in all at once. Steep cliffs and overhangs were said to cause real issues. They prepared a short video to demonstrate the issues. The steeper the basic polygons are pushed, the more deformed the texture becomes. This was cool. Mountains could technically push beyond the cloud limits, but because they're working on clouds, it's not the right time right now. They moved on to Hurston to demonstrate the 2017 versus the updated tech. I found this to be quite funny because I remember thinking how the original implementation was incredible. Traveled paths and roads are coming, but they'd like to complete the planet tech first. Foliage that should break when driven over will in the future, but there was no timeline given. ArcCorp didn't capitalize as much as other planets with version 4, as it's basically a massive city. V4 is more about the fidelity in biomes. Mud as a texture is already implemented, but the tracks that you might expect to see on that surface are coming in the future. Changing the driving physics to make mud slippery is also planned. Seasons are not planned yet, but they were pretty optimistic, as temperature is already also modeled. And Crusader is an entirely new challenge, as it's a gas giant. There you go, fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.